We'd like to dedicate this to our good friends Ashley and Adam Phelan.
Was it the last time you noticed a laugh line and thought with a gasp, I'm old?
Was it laying there with rapidly graying hair, praying the remaining hair on your head ends up staying there?
Or perhaps, if not then, it was when you buried a parent, a partner,
a child, a friend,
and thought it could have been.
If not now, when? How will I spend the time left between now and the end?
Was this the thought spit from the beat of the clock's tick?
Standing at a grave,
peering in, it's clear when life ends.
When does death begin?
And there are those who would tell us that life itself is a slow death, right? That from the moment that we are born, we're on the clock.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock,
and
tick-tock,
as life passes,
tick-tock,
the ticking eventually fades into our ambient sound, only to be shot back into our foreground by certain life cues like, I'm pregnant. Tick-tock.
We're gonna have to let you go.
Tick-tock. I'll only be gone 3 months, sweetheart. Tick-tock.
You're dying, and there is nothing we can do.
Tick.
So we may as well do all we can to be as well as we can
to ensure, right, that our quality of life is increased beyond broken hips and diabetes.
Right, beyond the mere treatment of trauma and heart disease, and that
is the definition of healthcare.
Our quest to get the best from each bit of each breath of each tick until death.
And all death really is the culmination of a life well lived.
It is what we spend our life living up to, and if it is to live up to our life, then the phrase quality of death, which currently refers to the limited languishing between almost dead and dead,
is no more, right? Because the term quality of life already includes the entire reveille between barely born and finally done. Birth and death take care of themselves. It's the time in between we must tend to.
See, we tend to think of escape as the best medicine for what ails us.
God, I really need to get away.
I just need to get out of the city.
Yeah, you know where I'd love to go?
Laying awake in bed, dreaming about the island or the cabin. Oh, the place I really want to live. And forgetting the real question, where do you want to die?
Which, that's kind of easy, right? Because, hey, the highest ranked palliative care in the world, UK.
Hey, UK, that's great, right? We got shopping in London, we got museums, we got tea time, we got pubs.
But you know what? Medical tourists, sometimes when they're seeking quality yet affordable care, they head over to India.
That's great too. Because you got Bollywood, you got the Kama Sutra,
the problem is, right? They rank last in end of life care, right? But I do value the holistic approach of a lot of Asian cultures, so I'm thinking Japan.
That's great. Yeah. You got ninjas, you got sushi, you got technology, all kinds of technology.
Pain management. I need my pain meds, and there are countries where prescription meds cost less than over-the-counter meds. Right. So like Norway.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Norway. Yeah. You got Norwegian stuff.
That's it.
It's all kinds of Norwegian stuff. Yeah.
But hey, if money's no object, I might as well stay right here in the land of the free, right? With liberty and health care for all. Who can afford it?
See, that's the key, right? Because if you think of death as a meal, right, then poverty is too often the appetizer. And when that main course is served, where we sit depends upon how we want it served.
All right, folks, what'll it be? Japan, Europe. What kind of death will you have today?
I will have the good death.
Good death. Okay, great. You want that Gammon style?
Hi.
Absolutely. Okay, we got a good death, Gammon style. That's no complaining about pain and no crying like a little girl, dishonoring your family. Excellent. Europe. What kind of death can I get you today?
Do you have a dignified death?
We do. It's very posh, too.
Excellent.
Comes with extra morphine drips.
Oh, that's nice. Good. Yeah. Okay, then I'll have one of those. And just to be clear, I want you to no sobbing, no whining, no pissing on myself, no incontinence.
Good.
Allergic to it entirely.
None of that.
Okay, great.
India, what'll it be?
I will have a humane death.
Come on, India. We go through this every single time. Look, you are on a painkiller-free diet, okay? It is illegal for you to have anything stronger than a tramadol. You know this.
Fine, forget you then. All right, you know what? I have my controlled breathing. I have 4 hours daily of meditation. I have my 900 yoga asanas. You know what? I will make my own humane death.
Whatever, India. All right, America, you're up. You know what kind of death you want yet?
Yeah.
America. Huh? What kind of death you want?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
America, look, I have told you before, okay? Look, this restaurant is unique, all right? You may be blessed with a long wait, but you are guaranteed a seat. It doesn't matter whether or not you're rich or poor, because the meal is our treat, but we are serving death, and everybody eats.
And if that's the case, well, I don't exactly know what I want, but as to how I want to go,
my answer is always going to be living
to the full extent of the clock.
Tick-tock.
I want it all. I want board games with families. I want sitting by the fire with my children.
Yep.
I want weed, wine, rock band.
I want understanding health, bookmark, and waiting by the bedside table.
Yes.
Dexter on cable, Dr. Oz on DVR.
I want a hot bath.
Oh, yeah, a home-cooked meal.
Oh, no, Taco Bell and Pinkberry. The good night kiss. Between sunset and sunrise, there is whatever gets you through.
But before that long kiss
goodnight, here is what we so often do.
Drink it up.
We
drink it up.
Drink our witch's brew, cold filtered beneath the full moon's light. We gather our family and friends around cauldrons of wine.
And tequila.
And lattes. We raise our glasses.
Blowing out of candles.
The casting of spells.
Many more. Long life.
This time it won't come back.
Don't tell or it won't come true.
It'll only hurt for a minute. All better.
It's God's will.
I'm better now.
God, thy will be done.
For better or worse.
Ashes to ashes.
As long as we both shall live.
Dust to dust.
Live now.
On earth.
Or forever hold your peace.
As it is in heaven.
We commit this body to the ground.
Till death
do us part. Amen. And though the amens are different all over the world, the meaning is the same. We, all of us, have communed with death.
And death knows all of us by name. The homeless and the billionaires breathe the same air.
The rain falls indiscriminately down.
We all
have our rituals. I shave my face and my head as smooth as the Buddha himself. And my wife, she extends her henna-adorned palms outwards, holding an offering of pinda rice balls to honor the spirit of my friend rising up to Brahman with each flame above the pyre against this beautiful night in Mumbai.
I'm standing in a Tokyo funeral parlor between my mother and her sister, joining this army of graceful hands extending from the black cuffs of kimonos. We wield chopsticks tirelessly, picking the bits of bone from my uncle's ashes as I ponder the first lines of my first jisei, trying to write a death poem that will greatly honor my favorite uncle. So far, all I've gotten is the moon.
I step into the hospital room in Norway where my father's Moors has just been declared, and an ivory-clad nurse is cleaning already my father's nails. My mother joins him, biting down softly to still her trembling lip. She holds a wet rag, runs it across his still warm chest. The scarlet eyes of my baby brother shining as he polishes my dad's favorite black shoes, fighting back the anger he feels that my father is the exception to the fact that so few die here of diabetes. I steamwool my father's favorite suit, the one he requested to be buried in, at least 17 times. Yes, Dad, I hear you.
I'm listening intently to the last note sung by my Nana. I bend down to kiss her forehead and smell fresh baby powder. I hear the hospice nurses sharing laughter-filled stories about their time with her, and I am comforted that she has been cared for by name. The sun shines best here in London, she tells me, when I ask if there's anything else that she needs, and she insists that she needs nothing more now than to let me sit at her bedside, gently brushing her hair and listening to the final enchanting crackles of a record that has just finished playing the most amazing life.
She is the exception, dying on her own terms. She is the lesson that so few of us learn. Here, America,
where our efforts to improve the lives of others
with death-defying technology leaves death confused by life-denying technology, where we manufacture medical miracles that usually cost
all costs, which usually costs more than the rescued life that we're trying to save, right?
Right. But going against medical odds only makes us want to bet more. So
we drink life past the bottle's expiration date.
If we don't beat death, we'll die trying. That's how we're made.
We are try and try again.
Cut and cut again. Dose and dose again. Just one more specialist.
Just one more question.
Just one more test, and we'll let him rest then, waging war against death.
And this is
gonna hurt, kid, but I'm 62% sure it's worth it. We don't
not negotiate with reapers.
We do not give in to the demands of curtains. We do not lose.
So,
when we lose,
we emerge from the battlefield dazed,
beaten,
almost perplexed as we deliver the news. You are dying, and there is nothing we can do. There are no words.
This is the phrase we find ourselves repeating over and over again when we're with someone in the presence of death.
There are no words. Doctors who, realizing that someone's sun is setting in the west, they believe that
the more words, the better.
Right?
Words for empathy and transparency and full disclosure.
Right. But then doctors, realizing that someone's sun tomorrow may not rise in the east, they believe the less words,
the better. In Japan, many patients are so protected by their own mortality that they will never be able to decide their own course of death.
Doctors may know a patient is terminal and not disclose the cause of death.
Families will not dishonor the culture and customs of death. And so, there are no words.
For the cancer patient in Jaipur, whose pain seizes him by the limbs, yanking him into tortured distortions of yoga contortions, and before he started begging for Kali, the Kevorkian goddess of death, to come take his breath, he screamed for morphine to come take his pain.
Screams that disturb the farmers in the poppy fields only miles away, where all of the 50% of the world's opium used to create painkillers is harvested and shipped overseas,
leaving 99.4% of India's own population to die in clenched fists, praying for anything more than this life.
There are no words anywhere in the world that can follow.
You are dying, and there is nothing we can do.
You cannot hear this and not rage out, punch curses into walls, and cry.
Fortress yourself in a bed, cocooned from all light, and wish to die. But then,
life comes to call.
Tick-tock.
Pulls back the drapes.
Tick-tock.
We feel on the back of our tongue.
Tick-tock.
The taste of life.
Tick-tock. The smell of, is that fresh baked cookies?
Yeah.
Snow falling outside, but inside it's warm, and there's music.
Tick-tock. Laughter. Tick-tock.
The sun beating down, the cold spray of the Pacific on your face. She kisses your neck.
Tick-tock. The sour of lemon in warm sake shots.
Raising of glasses.
A toast to many more. And suddenly,
you have lost your appetite for destruction, but your appetite is back. You are hungry again for life.
And you still have time on the clock to stuff yourself. So you grab the first bucket you can find and you stuff it with salsa classes,
all right, what else?
saxes,
Okay.
Parachutes, and Manolos.
Oh, first class tickets to Dubai. Flying solo.
Oh, Porsche keys. Rosetta Stone CDs.
Pictures of you at Mardi Gras drunk with the most beads.
You wake up every day and say, good morning to empty rooms. You shuffle across carpet with stocking feet, touching doorknobs in the dark to remind yourself you are current.
And respond to anyone who calls your name by shouting, here, to affirm that you are still present. This is how you cope with dying. You live. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still fighting it,
if you are still confused,
let me be the one to deliver the news.
What the doctor should have told you in the delivery room so many moons ago, you are dying.
And
there is nothing we can do.
So welcome to your end of life care,
formerly known as your quality of death care,
currently known as your quality of life care,
also known as health care.
We suggest you rush home now and tend to your affairs. Go, pick out a coffin and bury your unhealthy decisions in it.
Purchase an urn to hold the cremated remains of your procrastination.
Then throw yourself one lifetime of a party
with less weeping
and more wine,
less grieving,
more grooving.
And when the eulogy is read,
remember that you are right now in the process of crafting your true story.
An actual event for which the eulogy is based.
Right. So sit in the front row with a notepad and red pen, ready to edit on the fly. Write your living will, not who you will your healthcare decisions to,
but what self-care you will commit to do. Decide what you want done with your body.
Then commit to its fitness and nutrition. Then give your life benefits to your beneficiaries personally. Give your colleagues your best toast.
Give your enemies your best prayers.
Give your society your best efforts. Consider this the rainy day and go spend your whole life before the clock's final strike, because there is a clock ticking for us somewhere.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
But don't fear it now.
Tick-tock.
Hearing it is a gift.
Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Let your heart beat to it, making itself its own music that you can nod
your head like saying yes to the notion that you are not yet dead. I implore you, tomorrow,
when the alarm goes off,
don't be alarmed. Wake up, get up slowly, feeling each muscle.
Or leap to your feet like you are angry at your sheets. Look at the bed you are no longer in and remember,
you could have been
there, but for the grace of God,
it was not yet your time.
Which means
it is still your time
to improve the world's end of life,
which according to some begins with life. But whether or not you know when death begins, know this to be true.
Between sunset and sunrise, there is whatever gets you through.
Until you don't rise,
you will rise when and how you choose.
And it's a good thing, too, because there is work to do, and it matters more now.
Oh, it matters so much more. We're on the clock.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that was